Hey, hi everyone. So I would like to showcase something on the Adobe Experience Manager development, especially with AI agents, which we have got, especially from multiple different big enterprises, be it Facebook, be it OpenAI, be it Microsoft, be it Gemini, all of that enterprises have released a lot of LLMs. And these all LLMs can actually take prompts from you and then they can create multiple code structures and everything. Even OpenAI released Codex, which can actually do pull request creation for you based on the prompt of the goal, whichever you have provided to the Codex. And even Codex is now powering Microsoft Copilot Pro, which is awesome actually. If you see my screen, Copilot is too good. So the purpose of this entire video, I would like to explain definitely. So what we are trying to do at Surge Software Solutions is we wanted to build a connector which is based on model context protocol, which is the protocol which is being used to integrate with a lot of LLMs with AI agents. So if you are not aware of what is model context protocol and if what is LLM agent and all, that's fine. I mean, I'll give you a brief what is it all and all. So if you see my screen, I'll showcase a basic thing how things will work. So if you see here, um, I'll showcase the diagram how it works so that you can understand what it is and all. Okay. Yeah. So let me create one diagram. Okay. So basically, first I'll explain what is AI agent and what is model context protocol and how are these different things are being used for LLM agents to provide context-based resources, and then any agent can actually use this protocol to interact with any of the services tools which are provided by different end systems. So I'll explain. So if you might be aware of ChatGPT, what is ChatGPT and what it will do? It's kind of another agent which will provide a lot of context-based analysis and code for multiple solutions which you are actually trying to access from ChatGPT. So not just OpenAI, there are multiple. Anthropic is there, Claudia is there, Gemini is there, and Facebook Llama is there. So these are all the different LLM systems which can actually work independently, and they have their own flavor coming from them as the best thing. So what this model context protocol is basically, you will have one host, something like wherever you wanted to execute kind of host, and then you will have a protocol. So this is actually MCP protocol, and then you will have MCP servers. Okay, so these MCP servers, I'll explain, don't worry. So let's say, so MCP server that connects with let's say Adobe Experience Manager. Okay, then you have MCP server that connects with I would say Salesforce, and then you will have MCP server that connects with ServiceNow. Okay, so let's say these are three different MCP servers, and all of these MCP servers we would like to interact with from our host, be it the host can be, I would say, any of your window which you have created as a prompt window for end user. Okay. So all of this hosts will have at their end another MCP client. Okay. Yes. MCP client. So you can understand more about modal context protocol, which is part of integration with multiple agents. So suppose your host is kind of you say I am preparing a UI console. Okay, this UI console is actually having selection for multiple model selection. You can select Open AI model, or you can select Llama, or you can select Claudia, or you can select Gemini, any model. Okay. In this UI console, you will give a prompt. Okay. Or an instruction or goal. Okay. And you can select what model you wanted to use. Okay. So in let me put it here so that you will understand it clearly. Okay, this way. Okay, okay. And these are the models, I would say. And these models will connect to all these things. And then you can have this connected to here. So you understand now what I'm trying to show or explain. Basically, you will have a UI or anything which an interface which is available to you, which is built as a platform, and that platform can select any of the models. So agnostic, it's model agnostic, and each of this model will be using MCP protocol. So MCP protocol is actually model agnostic. You will have certain structures like REST. You will have methods get, post, put, delete, and based on that you will interact with APIs and then fetch the data. In the same way, these algorithms interact with the model context protocol clients, and these clients take these instructions and then convert them into model context protocol server instructions. And these server instructions will actually interact with the existing systems. I would say the systems which are already available, legacy systems like an AEM tool, okay, and then you will have the Salesforce tool, be it cloud or be it on premise, so anything, and then you will have ServiceNow cloud. So what happens in this architecture is basically as a user, I suppose my organization is Search Software Solutions. So from Search Software Solutions, I want to have one single platform for everyone, be it the end customers or be it the internal employees, be it the multiple roles, multiple stakeholders will be there. And for each of the stakeholders, I would actually provide a flavor of the entire organization roles and responsibilities ingested into the systems, and then with prompt I would like to interact with them. Suppose I have a AEM team. Okay, in my AEM team, I have a few goals which needs to be developed, like the website has to go live, and then I have Salesforce systems, I have ServiceNow systems. Okay, this platform, I'll have some of the plans taken from any of these tools, and this platform will actually provide the model, and I have built the MCP client and MCP servers for my internal systems. And when I have MCP clients and MCP servers built and the plans taken from these models in my organization, I can give a prompt, and that prompt will actually used by these models and give the instructions to the client, and client will decipher it in a term which is understandable by the MCP servers, and the servers will actually have the individual coding instructions given to the AEM, and similarly to Salesforce, similar to ServiceNow. So if you have three different teams having 20 members each working them, now with this platform, at least two people are enough to take care of entire AEM, two people are enough to take care of entire Salesforce, two people are enough ServiceNow. From 60 people, you can just do it within 10 people if you have this system already built, and then that system will start creating components, templates in AEM or other activities in Salesforce. So this is a kind of architecture which is recently happening in the AI world, where everyone will start creating their own MCP servers for each of the platforms. Suppose Salesforce will start creating a MCP server and also MCP client, so that any organization which would like to interact with Salesforce will have their own model license, which is taken from either OpenAI or any of the model, and then the MCP client, which is provided by the Salesforce, will be integrated to their system, and then they'll start giving prompts, and based on the prompts, Salesforce will react to their own behavior. Understood? Like suppose if I say, hey, create a component in Adobe Experience Manager which is having a hero banner, title, text, and CTA button. I give you a prompt to my platform, and that platform I have selected the model as OpenAI, and then I have built a MCP client which is actually takes the prompts into a corresponding instructions, and then I have also built MCP server for Adobe Experience Manager, which will take the client instructions into corresponding individual coding level instructions to the AEM, and that server will create component here and then make it available for the platform to see preview. So now with just a prompt, I am actually able to create entire AEM components, templates, everything, and then see them in the preview in the system itself. And if I see one of the model is not working as per my expectation, I can change the model and then try the same instruction. So these models will act as the analytical layer on top of, or I would say intelligence layer on top of the existing SaaS platforms or anything. And then we will have these clients and servers as a protocol between the agents, I would say these models, LLMs, and then whatever the servers, these are the agents which we will be connecting. And then we have the plain old SaaS platforms which will now behave based on the prompts. Previously, you have to have a developer to do the task. Now, with the prompts, with models, with MCP clients and MCP servers, you will have to, you'll just getting all the behavior from AEM or Salesforce or ServiceNow itself. So that's how the entire, I would say, the software development or the SaaS services which are being used by businesses right now are going to change with artificial intelligence, more and more LLMs connecting. So one of the use case which at Surge Software Solutions we started building is building a MCP server for AEM and MCP client, and also creating a platform so that this platform is available in the AEM. Like suppose if you say localhost 4504, you will go to our AEM, I would say. So you can actually go to any of the consoles. So what we are trying to do here, instead of AEM start.html, I will be having a console available saying authors console or components console, or I would say content console. So what this content console will show me is like kind of prompt which ChatGPT will show me. Like, what do you want to do? That will be shown on the Adobe Experience Manager itself. Then what I will be mentioning as a prompt here, create me a hero banner component and show me the preview. That I'll be just entering. Once I enter this, what happens is in the MCP protocol, the client which is part of this prompt taking will choose the model. Here we are using OpenAI model, right? The ChatGPT OpenAI model. And in the OpenAI model, what we can actually use is MCP client and MCP server, which I have already built and made it available for my AEM platform. Okay, so once MCP client and MCP server is available, these instructions are converted into corresponding AEM understandable instructions, and then it will start coding in AEM as a component and template and show me the preview on the right screen itself. Just by prompt, I can see the component here. It changes the whole paradigm shift of how we will be creating components, templates, and everything, all the backend. You it's like AEM is now doing things based on your instructions. It's not that AEM is a rigid tool which you have to learn and then develop and done. Just by prompts, having the protocol ready, prompts will talk to protocol, protocol will send the instructions to the platform, platform which is the SaaS platform will start providing the instructions. That's how it's going to be worked. And then if you want to see how that is going to work, we just built one of the AEM LLM MCP connector. If you see here, so this is the open source project which we are building at Search Software Solutions, and then this connector is actually a Maven project, and then it will have the MCP client and MCP server inside the bundle itself. If you see, you will have jobs. So these are the LLM component job. Suppose if you see, what happens is it takes the input from a instruction, the client. What is the client? There is a services file which is actually prompt JSON. So what happens in the prompt JSON is whatever the instruction which you have given, here, this instruction MCP client converts into a JSON, and that JSON will go to the server. If you see here, where is our code? Yeah, so here hero banner, fields, title, text and all, the component job is actually from the JSON we are getting the component job. And if you see the component job code, it is actually creating a component. Okay, and then yeah. So if you see, there is each update of the JSON from the prompt, the updated data will go to the jobs, then updated jobs will update the components, and then updated components will create HTL files, and all of that data will go into UI apps and then can be deployed as the JCR content, and all of them will be available in the content console. I mean, as I said here, localhost AEM. Oh, 4504 port. So you don't need to go to CRXDE, like go to CRXDE, right click, create component, add dialog, add field, and all of that. No, those days are gone. With AI, we don't need to do all of that. This connector we are built for at least 20 components. We are planning to have it released as a package, as a connector with AEM. What you just need to know, you can download the connector from the code base, compile and deploy as a package on your CRXDE, and then you can access a console here, which will show like ChatGPT prompt like this, and then you can give instructions, create me a hero banner component and give it to me. And on the right side, you can see the component created, and that component you can interact here. That component will change based on the prompts, because all the code which is needed on the backend for taking this prompts into JSON and then that JSON into server level instructions, and all of that code is already written in the connector. Okay, so that actually simplifies a lot of the things which we need to do manually. And then you are not interacting with AEM as a developer, you are interacting with AEM as a kind of novice person who wants to respond by the system in a manner which you wanted to see. And all of that can be possible with multiple models, not just ChatGPT. You can use any of the model. Okay, so this repository which we have built, I have made it as public repository, and the repository is in the description. I request any of the AEM developer or any AEM enthusiast, see through the code, understand what we are trying to do with the MCP protocol a model context protocol and LLM connector, which will actually provide prompt driven component creation or template creation or anything on the backend. Okay, so I mean, with the latest events which I have seen from Microsoft Build and Microsoft, even Google, the entire software development process is actually becoming as AI driven software interaction process. So basically it is not no more we code and software behaves. It just software will be continuously created and behaved based on our instructions with different LLMs which are provided out of the box, or with the licenses which we take. Even Windows have got one of the Figma to delivery in the. I mean, if you see the build video, there this girl, some Deepthi Venkatramu, someone is explaining about from Figma to the code base, Visual Studio code base, just by a prompt. All of them automatically done by the MCP protocol with they have used Claudia as LLM. So that's awesome actually. So that's how the architecture is entirely changed now. So SaaS systems will not be no more rigid or cloud driven. It will be there, and we'll be interacting with them. We'll be interacting, building with them, all as in a interactive manner, not as in coding step by step. All of that will be taken care by AI agents. So that's what I wanted to convey as part of this video, and I'm so happy that these things are happening. And a lot of people might think this AI is killing jobs, but I see the other way around. AI is actually making everything intelligent, so by we can actually do so many things, and that creates so many jobs. I mean, there will be a temporary dip, but again it will take off very hugely to create more and more jobs for that. So uh, that's an awesome thing which I've done, and we are doing it. I request all the people to go through the GitHub link, and then I'll be continuously building it. Once the connector is available, I'll put it in the search build processes, and also make sure it is publicly available to anyone to raise pull requests. Anyone can create any number of components just by prompts. All the backend code they can add it. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. Always looking forward to hear from you as well as your feedback. And my interest towards technology and new things is always there, and I continuously be part of learning process to give kind of a lot of satisfaction to my day-to-day activity. So that's how I try to know a lot of things which are related to AI recently, and especially with Adobe Experience Manager experience, I have seen how it can be useful for Adobe Experience Manager as well because of these MCP protocol which have come recently. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you all find this useful. Any feedback, anything which you wanted to know more, let me know. I'll create another thing. Thank you.